wasn't going to do a snazzy intro to this little extra vlog this week, but I love making them and you tell me you like watching them. So here goes. Everyone, welcome to an extra vlog this week. I just wanted to update you on my weigh-in update, show you some books that I've got because I got quite a nice big book haul in Zanzibar the other day, and just a general chit chat and a bit of a catch up, the summer bucket list, and yeah, just have a general catch up. So grab a cuppa and I'll get myself set up. I might get a cuppa as well and we can chat. I've got my cup of tea and the dreaded, no it's not really, and the weigh-in book. So yes, this week, well not even just this week, since I've been going to the weigh-in, I'm not really following a diet. I'm trying to eat more healthily. I'm trying to eat things that I know are good for me and that I also enjoy. And it seems so far to be going well in terms of I'm actually feeling a lot better. I feel like I've got a lot more energy. I don't know if cars of course, I don't know if I want to say this, but touch wood, I haven't had one of those horrible migraines for quite a while, and I'll probably get one tomorrow now. And I haven't had cheese for ages now, and I do think that is helping me. In fact, I haven't had much dairy at all. I do have cafe con leche when we go out, and I can't quite sort of break that habit. At home I have almond milk, but I do like my cafe con leches, and I do have some yogurt occasionally. I think I did have cheese actually once, slightly by mistake, because it came in a tuna sandwich and I didn't realise until I was halfway through eating it. But anyway, you get the picture. I haven't gone completely sort of vegan or vegetarian, but again, I'm not eating a lot of meat, and that also seems to be better for me. Like I say, I'm feeling quite good. I'm feeling quite energised. My back is feeling a lot better. So obviously we're doing loads of walking, and I'm feeling a bit, I don't know how to explain it, a bit fitter, a little bit leaner. My clothes don't feel quite so tight as they were. So that's good. But the weigh-in. So this week, I have really had whatever I wanted, to be honest. We went out for that Indian. We didn't eat masses though, to be fair. They were quite small portions. I did have a couple of beers. I had chocolate yesterday. That's the one thing actually that I did buy. It has slightly triggered me. Normally I just buy the plain dark chocolate, the 75% or 80% or whatever it is, and I'm absolutely fine with that. But last week I bought some dark chocolate. They were a bit like After Eight mints. I bought them in Mercadona. I can't remember what they're called. Really nice, and they didn't last long. I did overeat them and they were sort of calling to me. So I wasn't really expecting much today, to be fair. And I'm quite pleased with this. I got on the scales and I had stayed the same. So as you can see, 14.3, same as last week. I do weigh more on the scales at the slimming thing than I do on my scales, but it's fine. Like I say, I'm not really on an actual diet, so the fact that I'm 4 pounds less than I was when I started at the beginning of July, I'm happy about that. So that is good. Right, let me have a slurp of tea and then I'll show you the books that I got. I'll go and get them. We're actually just clearing out the spare wardrobe in our spare room at the moment, but we've kind of cleaned it and washed everything, so we're just waiting for it all to dry, which is why we're having a tea break. And you probably know that I haven't been on social media over the summer. I always like to have a break from it, and I've actually really enjoyed the break from it. I feel like my creativity's come back a lot. I just have a lot more time, and part of me doesn't really want to go back onto it, if I'm honest. I feel like I love YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube, so, and I have been on YouTube. But I don't know. I'm not missing Facebook and Instagram at all. So I'm undecided, because I'm very much all or nothing, as you may have gathered. So if I go back onto it, I'll be on it constantly, and then I find that I don't have so much time for the other things. But yeah, anyway, I digress. What I was going to say is that because I haven't been on it, I've obviously been loving doing the crafts, and I've also really got back into reading. And I mean, I've always been a reader. Even as a kid, I absolutely loved reading. Well, you had to when I was a kid, because that was it. That was the entertainment. And I've always loved reading. I love getting lost in a book. And over here there's lots of book swaps, which is great. I can't always get like the latest books, but then to be honest, in the UK I very rarely bought a brand new book. I do have a Kindle, but I'm a bit old school and I prefer an actual book. So yesterday we went down to Zanzibar, and I go there quite often, obviously, for my Spanish and stuff, but I actually went to purposefully to look at the book swap, to take some books back and have a look and see if there was any for me. And there was quite a few, which is exciting. I'm just going to show you the books that I got. I'm not going to say too much about them, because obviously I haven't read them yet, and I will share more when I read them. But the first one I got is called Night Road by Kristen Hanna. Never read any of hers. It's a New York Times bestseller. Then I got Jane Fallon, Oversharing, which apparently is a smart, sharp revenge comedy, delightfully dark and gripping. I don't know if I like this one, but I'm trying to read some different things as much as I can. This, having said that, this is a kind of summer beachy read type one. Heidi Swain, and I've read some of hers before and I love them. They're ever so easy to read. Just nice, lovely stories. This one's about she inherits the lovely Cuckoo Cottage, and then they set up their own business renovating vintage caravans. So that sounds like fun. I then got this one, which is called Life After Life by Kate Atkinson, and this was the Costa Novel Award winner in 2013, so a long time ago. But again, I've never read any Kate Atkinson before, so I'm really looking forward to that. It sounds interesting, actually. So I'll let you know what I think of that one when I read it, or you can look on my Goodreads. And then this one I think is brand new. I should think somebody bought this with them on holiday. It looks like it's barely been touched. This is Jojo Moyes, The 1+1, and I think this is 2024. I'm sure I looked in the front, so I'm looking forward to that because I really like Jojo Moyes novels. And then the last one I got, this is very different for me. This is a historical novel, So this one is called The Last Tudor by Philippa Gregory. I've never read many historical novels. In fact, years ago, my friend Mary Helen got me into this. There was 3 of them, and I cannot remember for the life of me what they were called. They were great thick books, and they were all about, they were set up in Scotland. There's no way I'm going to remember the name or much of what happened, but I really enjoyed them. So I don't know if this one is part of like a series or anything, but one of my friends who I write to was saying that she really enjoys historical novels, and so I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. But I don't know if this is like a good example of one. I don't know if Philippa Gregory is a good author for historical novels. Like I say, I don't know if it's part of a series, and I'm gonna get confused because I've got one in the middle, but I'm gonna give it a go. So yes, I'm excited about all of those. It was a good little haul for me from Zanzibar, and I took a load of books back again. I also keep some of my books and give them to my friend who lives in Villaverde. We kind of do a bit of a book swap as well. So that's my reading sort of update. At the moment, I've read this one practically in about a day. I've just got, what page am I up to? 207. I've got about a third of it left. I reckon I'll finish this today. This was really easy to read. Sarah Webb, The Memory Box. Again, it's a perfect one if you're laying on the beach or something. And I've quite enjoyed it so far, but I feel like I do need something a little bit more meaty, so I'm hoping some of those new ones are gonna do that. And I've put them all into my book reads to read or want to read list thing that I've got going on. The summer bucket list. I was going to update you on that. Now, this summer hasn't quite been as we thought it would be, because obviously we haven't had a car, so we've been on foot, and been loving the walking, I have to say, and loving the fact that my back feels a bit better so that I can actually walk now, and starting to get back into doing the really long walks that we always used to do. However, we haven't been able to do some stuff that we wanted to do. So, for example, going to the beach. Yes, we could walk down to the beach from here, and we have done a couple of times and gone for a swim. But if I'm going to spend a long time at the beach, I like to take a book with me and a proper towel and, you know, clothes and blah blah blah. But I don't like carrying stuff. So I feel like we haven't had any kind of beach days, as it were, which I think we would have done had we had the car. And I think we would have gone off, you know, maybe to Coraleco, to Gran Playas, or definitely Costa Calma. I love the beach there. Maybe even to try and find some new beaches. I think we probably would have gone to the lagoons at Cotillo, and definitely down to Atlantico. We bought a couple of new chairs even to take to the beach. But I'm not complaining, it's fine. It's just, that was one of the things on my summer bucket list that I don't feel like I've really ticked off. In fact, let me go and get the bucket list and we can go through it. Here it is, the old bucket list. Ooh, the summer bucket list. So like I say, there's certain things that I had in mind that we would have the car, and that we would be, you know, going over to Coraleco and watching the sunrise and swimming and things like that. Picnic is the same, you know, but again, we've had a lovely time. We've been out walking and had lunch out and things like that, so I'm not complaining in any way. Summer makeup, I don't know. We did go out the other night and I put some lip gloss on, so maybe I can tick that off. I'm just not really a makeup kind of a person. Now my pen doesn't work. We haven't had a games evening, which we could do. I haven't made any mocktails either, which again, I could do that. I could try that. And I haven't learnt a new dance, mainly because we've been doing loads of walking, and I've been swimming quite a bit in the pool, and I only have my back only has like a limited amount of what it will put up with. Although yesterday I did start with my hula hooping again, and usually what happens with the hula hooping is I don't do it and then I decide my back's feeling a bit better, so I do the hula hooping and I get really into it and I try and do it every morning, and you know, and then my back or my side or whatever decides that it really doesn't like it. So this time I literally did a minute yesterday, and then I'm going to leave it a couple of days and then do a minute, and then leave it another couple of days and then do another minute, and really gradually build it up, a bit like I have with the swimming and the walking, so that I can actually, you know, keep up with it, because it's so frustrating when you start doing something and then you end up being injured again. So yes, I haven't learnt a new dance, which will annoy me when Strictly starts, because then obviously I want to be a fabulous dancer and I'm not. I'm getting there with the podcasts. I'm listening, and I haven't yet. Oh, you can't see this. Sorry, hold it up a bit. I haven't made a cake yet and shared it with friends, but I have lots of visitors coming soon, so I might well do that then. I've done my toenails, but I just decided that, again, I'm not really a nail kind of person, because I'm always gardening and cooking, and they all will just, you know, chip and look awful. So I think I'll tick the summer nails can be for the toenails. Decorate the garden with fairy lights. Again, because we haven't really been around the shops, or what I would sort of call the proper shops, like we can't really get to Saavedra or anywhere like that, or Rocassa. I haven't done that yet, and also it's light in the evening. I'm feeling decorating with the fairy lights should be more in the winter when it's dark. Sound healing. I have been listening quite a bit to my kind of healing music and stuff that I listen to, but again, I haven't seen anything in the shops that's. I was going to perhaps buy one of those singing bowls or something, so there's still a possibility for that. I haven't really been listening to any Spanish music, so that's definitely something I can do. And visit a new beach, I've already spoken about that. So not too bad with the summer bucket list. I've enjoyed it, but it hasn't quite worked out how I thought, as I said, because of obviously not having the car. But still, it's been a good summer. Can you believe it is September on Sunday? That's just crazy. Crazy. Yeah. And that's when, well, not Sunday, but the month of September is when our visitors are going to start coming. So that is very exciting. We also this summer were supposed to go on a little kind of staycation on the island. Martin had found a really fab place for us to go down in the south, and that would have ticked a lot of things off the bucket list. And luckily we've managed to transfer the date of that, so we didn't lose the trip. It's just been postponed, so that's exciting. That's coming up. I am planning on vlogging all through the time that our visitors are here. Some of my family don't want to be on vlogs, and that's fine. And you know, like my mum, for example, she likes the vlogs, she joins in, and it's nice to look back on them. I was watching one the other day where we'd gone to, what's it called? Dartington. Do you remember, Mum? We'd gone to Dartington and it was Christmas, because I was just looking at my Vlogmas ones, and there must have been like a Christmas craft fair or something on, and it makes me laugh because the vlog was quite short and all you see is me and Mum and all the jolly Christmas things, and we're drinking like a herbal tea thing in the end from this little tea truck thing. But what you don't see on the vlog is when we got there to park, we were absolutely fuming because you could only use your phone to park. You couldn't put money. I think it's like that everywhere now, but we were like really annoyed. And then I went in the shop and tried to buy Martin a present, and I can't remember what it was, but they wouldn't let me pay in cash. So we were like, "Argh." You don't see all that on the vlog. And someone I was watching as well the other day was saying, I think it was Nikki in a vlog, she was saying, you know, we don't show everything, it is just a snippet. And that just made me laugh because my memories of that day were, you know, we were quite annoyed about the parking and the fact that you couldn't use cash. Not that it spoilt the day, still had a great day, but like I say, you didn't see me and my mum ranting on the vlog. So anyway, I've digressed. But yes, I will keep vlogging, and as and when kind of thing. I'm not going to promise which days I will upload, but I will do a weekly vlog. And I've also started to think about, dare I say it, Vlogmas. I really, really want to do Vlogmas this year. But I think, again, for me, it will be a weekly Vlogmas rather than a daily Vlogmas. Right, I think I've rambled on for long enough. I've nearly finished my tea. I hope you've nearly enjoyed the chat and enjoyed your drink if you had one. Let me know how you're getting on, just in general or weight-wise or whatever, in the comments below. Have you had a good summer? You know, what's the plan for if you've got kids or whatever, grandkids that are going back to school and back to the routines and everything. Let me know how you are in the comments. Always good to chat. I'm going to go and put everything away and finish my cleaning. See you in the next vlog. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.